Hello students, welcome to the most crucial part of National Education Policy 2020 video series. In this part, I am going to discuss the implementation timelines of the guidelines given in the policy. Keeping in mind the students studying class 6th to class 12th during this academic year 2020-21, I'll explain how these implementations are going to influence your academic career, when these implementations are going to influence your academic career. Let's proceed. I'll make two divisions in my discussion to make it convenient to communicate to you. One, for the middle school students, that is students who are studying 6th, 7th, 8th classes now this year. And the second, the secondary students, that is students studying 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th classes this year, 2020-21 year. Okay, so let me start off with the middle school students, 6th, 7th, 8th class. If you belong to 6th, 7th, 8th classes during this academic year, the batch that is going to have the earliest implementation of National Education Policy guidelines is the ones who are studying 8th class now. As soon as you step into 9th class next year, that is 2021-22 academic year, all the proposed changes will start implementing in your academics. So, by 2022-23, you will be in 10th class. The 10th class board examination you are going to write in 2023 will be based on the new syllabus as well as the new assessment pattern for the board examinations. Similarly, for the students studying 7th class, the new pattern will start when they join 9th class in 2022. And they are going to face the first modified 10th class board examinations in 2024. Similarly, the 6th students in their 9th class in 2023, they will start facing this new pattern. And when they reach 2025, when they reach 10th class, they will start facing the new pattern 10th class board examinations. Like this, ultimately, the present 8th class students completely modified pattern of board and entrance examinations they will face during their 12th class in 2025-26 academic year. That way, the first batch that is going to face the crucial changes of National Education Policy will be the present 8th class batch. Now, what are the most revolutionary modifications that you are going to have in your academics? Let us quickly revise them. The National Curricular Framework for School Education, NCFSE, is being designed already. And NCERT is working on framing new curriculum for you in collaboration with the SCERTs. This newly revised syllabus will be more practical and life-oriented and less memorization and rote learning methods type. And the syllabus content will be reduced so that it will be easy to study and easy to reciprocate for you, and at the same time you will have time to learn more things in your life. The textbooks are going to be revised according to the NCFSE, and the most important change is the textbooks will be printed in all the regional languages. So that the NCERT textbooks now will be available in local languages like Kannada also. And there is a plan that as much as possible, the textbooks will be brought out bilingual. That means tomorrow you may find a textbook in which the content is printed both in Kannada and English. Or for the students of Andhra Pradesh, both in Telugu and English. For the students of Tamil Nadu, both in Tamil and English. Likewise. The third revolutionary change that is going to happen for you is introduction of multidisciplinary education. From 9th class onwards, you will have a chance to choose from different streams like science, commerce, humanities, etc. and study subjects of your choice. How beautiful is that? And when you go to 11th and 12th, the labeling called you are a science student, you are a commerce student, you are an art student will be removed. You are, along with few important languages of your choice, you are going to study subjects containing science, commerce, arts, everything as may be required. As I discussed in one of my previous videos, pools of subjects will be made, and from each pool you are free to choose the subjects. This multidisciplinary education is going to increase the flexibility and choice in your study. Another most crucial implementation is the introduction of coding, artificial intelligence, design sciences, etc. in your curriculum. Not only that, you will have internships during holidays in carpentry, electrician jobs, and many other vocational courses. This is to increase your employability in the future. The most crucial change is going to be your 10th class and 12th class board examinations, which will be very important concern for all of you, I know that. Your examinations pattern will be completely modified so that they will be testing your primary core competencies and will not be requiring months of coaching and memorization. They will try and avoid the mere rote learning and by-hearting that is being done by you over the years. I'll give you an example. Say an 8th class student is studying about fibers and plastics. Now, cotton, wool and silk are natural fibers. Nylon, terylene, rayon, terrycotton, etc. are synthetic fibers. Nylon is formed from so-and-so compounds. Terylene is formed from so-and-so compounds. Rayon is formed from so-and-so compounds. All this is an information. Whenever you want to reciprocate this information, you will feel like revising in the near past. Yesterday I revised, or day before yesterday I revised, at least last week I revised, I would remember, otherwise I would not. So these are certain things which expect your memorization. Whereas the fact that the plastics have become very important replacements to the natural fibers, the strength that cotton does not have, nylon has, so that a nylon rope can bear more weight than the cotton rope. For financially weak middle class people who cannot afford thousands of rupees of silk sarees, rayon has become an alternative for silk and has provided cheaper alternative for their functions and other important occasions. The fact that how man started becoming very much dependent on the plastics and how that over dependence started influencing humans' life and how they have become a threat to the nature. This whole thing is something that is a broader outlook of the subject, that is a broader spectrum of the subject, which you tend to remember for a long time once there is an effective discussion in your classroom. So there is no need that I should by heart these things yesterday or day before yesterday or the last week, then only I'll be able to reproduce or reciprocate. Now your exams are going to test the second kind of concepts more than the first kind of concepts. Hope I gave the right example there for you. So your board examination questions and their pattern is going to change like this, number one. Number two, very good news for you, board exams will be conducted twice every year during 10th and 12th. Once the main exam, which will be compulsory for everybody. Then second one, an optional improvement examination, so that you can write, improve your scores, and best of the two will be taken. How beautiful and how lucky you must be for that. Similarly, some of the subjects are going to be conducted in two parts. One part containing objective questions, multiple choice questions. The other part containing descriptive questions. This is in order to support those students who are a little poor in presentation. They cannot write lengthy essay questions, hence they are losing marks. For such people, there will be a better chance to answer the paper from part 1. These are certain very, very, very important changes that will be brought in your life, and 8th class students, come on, gear up, get ready for the modified education system. Detailed description of all these guidelines and changes I have given in part 2 video. The link is given in the description below the video. Please watch that video also if you haven't watched already. Now, let me come to the secondary students, the students who are studying 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th this academic year. Students, please remember, there will not be any major changes that I have listed out so far in your life until you finish your 12th class. For the students who are in 9th, next 4 years will be almost the same. The students who are in 10th, next 3 years will be almost the same. The students who are in 11th and 12th now, these 2 years or 1 year will be almost the same for you. For few quick fixes, few changes are being proposed and are under discussion, and decision also will be taken. Please note them. First one, entrance exams being conducted in all regional languages. That will be implemented. It is an important thing for some of you, because if you cannot understand the description in English, you can understand the same question in regional language and try and attempt it. Then the second thing, NTA is going to conduct NEET also twice a year very soon. Third thing, those who are studying 11th now, by the time you come and write the entrance exam in 2022, even non-technical courses may have entrance examination. Already, institutions like Regional Institute of Education RIE are conducting entrance exam for their admissions. That will come under NTA now, and NTA will be conducting entrance examinations for those purposes. With these few minor changes, your career studies will remain almost the same. However, 9th and 10th students, please remember, in the beginning when I was explaining how the board exam pattern is going to change in order to test your primary core competencies, remember that implementation with the same curriculum which you are studying now, part of those testing methods will be started in your 10th class board examinations. Be prepared for that. Now, if you are completely depending on memorization methods, these exams may become difficult for you. Okay. So with these few minor changes, your academics until 12th class will remain almost the same as per the old methods. Then, when your life will get influenced, your academic career will get influenced by National Education Policy 2020. That is, starting from your degree, that is after you join higher educational institutions. Please watch my part 3 video to understand what will be the various changes in higher education institutions, and they are the changes for you. And for the students studying 12th now, as soon as you step into degree next year, your life will be influenced by the National Education Policy. Please clearly understand the modifications in higher education system, and that will be your concern. Thank you for listening. In the next video, I am going to explain you how to prepare yourself for the changes, upcoming changes in the education system. The 6th, 7th, 8th students, how to prepare yourself for the new secondary education that you are going to have. And 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th students, how to prepare yourself for the new higher education system that you are going to have. Thank you. Goodbye.